Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Markets are mixed with beans down about 5 cents, soybean oil gaining on soybean meal, corn up 3, wheat up 7 in Chicago, KC 9 in Minneapolis. Stock market's a little bit higher after we avoided the shutdown at least until November 17th, but some people thought that the stock market might react more positive to the news rather than what we're doing. The dollar's higher and crude is also higher. As far as news overnight, there really isn't a lot of news. There's chance in week 2 of the Brazil forecast for some rains there. It's dry until then. Western Argentina is dry. Southern Russia is dry, and also Western Australia is dry. On Friday, certainly the USDA had quite a few surprises to the stocks report, with corn lower than expected, beans higher than expected, and the wheat crop unprecedented increase, 78 million bushels, most of it in the spring wheat area. We did see that one group came out and tried to look ahead at the 24-25 season for U.S. This assumes normal weather in South America, assumes normal weather and exports out of Russia for wheat, and it assumes that farmers will plant 92.5 million corn acres. Trend yield is now 181. If we have feed and residual up to 5,900, ethanol 5,400, and exports at 2 billion, we'd have a carryout of 27.28, which would be bearish. In the bean side of things, again, looking at 86 million acres, 53 yield, a record crush at 2470, but exports at only 1720. That would leave a carryout at 480, which would be bearish. And in the wheat market, you're looking at a crop of 1914 in 24, exports at 800, and a carryout of 809, which would also be bearish. So weather-wise, there's not a lot of things that could be bullish that would make the funds cover their short positions in corn and wheat and start buying beans again after liquidating most of their long position. Don't expect anything from the export side unless China comes back from holidays and buys U.S. beans, or maybe even buy U.S. corn if it looks like Brazil or Ukraine might not be able to satisfy their needs. And again, word that 1 million tons of Ukrainian corn was sold to China is negative, but we're not sure as how that's going to get to China. So slow exports in the U.S., harvest activity, higher dollar, all these things offer resistance to the marketplace.